Hi guys, welcome to my video and my YouTube channel. Today is a great day guys, because we're not going to talk about any problems at all. They have been solved, right? The menu system is working. I have overhauled the visuals on all the Bone Glove abilities, right? And it looks awesome. I have done a ton of improvements on the character, the movement and the attacks and everything, so it plays super well right now. But let's just get right into it. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee and some popcorn, and let's begin. Let's talk about the character movement first, right? That has been improved a lot. I had a lot of problems before where you could kind of interrupt the movement of the character, right? So if he was rolling, you could also jump in the middle of the roll, or you could attack in the middle of the roll. If Gorm was about to do a finish move on one of the enemies, I mean, you could just attack and break that finish move animation, or you could roll out of it, right? There's a lot of things like that that just made the game feel a little inconsistent with the movement. You can also interrupt attacks by rolling, because you know rolling is one of the most important movements in the game, and you want to be able to roll at almost any point in the game and interrupt your animation. I mean, not a jump. You cannot roll in the middle of a jump. You should not be able to do that. But like interrupting an attack to roll away from an enemy attack, that is crucial for the responsiveness of a game like this. So all these small movement problems has been fixed. I mean, not all of them. A great big deal of them has been fixed now, and it's a big improvement. You can now choose yourself if you want your character to move forward while you're attacking, or if you want him to stand still while he's attacking, which is also a huge improvement. If you are attacking an enemy up against the wall, before the character was moving forward with every attack, right now you can just let go of the control stick and then just attack, and you will stay in place and you will lock that enemy down against the wall and not move into him, right? A huge deal, guys. I have done some improvement to the damage actor. It's just an actor that controls all the damage in the game. It had some problems which I have tried to fix. After I made this hit stop feature, like from a few videos back, I sometimes ran into this endless slow motion bug. So like if an enemy get damage and the hit stop starts and the damage actor is getting destroyed before it sets the time back to 1, it will go into endless slow motion. I mean, it looks awesome, right? But it's completely game breaking. That problem has been fixed now by moving the whole hit stop system into the game instance instead of on the damage actor, right? The game instance doesn't really rely on the damage actor being alive in the world or not. The damage actor just starts the hit stop in the game instance, and then the damage actor can die or do whatever it wants, and the game instance is keeping control of the time in the game. It's awesome, guys, and it works. So I have also overhauled all the visuals for the Bone Glove abilities, right? They have been giving this green color right now, so everything coming out from the Bone Glove will have this green hue thing on it, so you know which magic element it's coming from. So this is like a big trend in these Genshin Impact type of games right now, where every character has its own very specific theme and color and sound surrounding them, right? And I think it looks fantastic, and it communicates super clearly what's going on, what element you're using on your attacks and all that stuff, and I think it's fantastic. So everything from the bone glove is green now. I have made a lot of improvements also to each ability, like the gravestone. When it pops up with a short animation where it kind of scales up. I have changed the sound effect when it spawns, the sound effect on the zombie spider when it spawns and when it despawns. It has this ghostly sound to it, and I think it sounds awesome.
Whoa! There! There!
The Restless Bones ability now also scales up and down when it spawns and despawns, and have a spawn and despawn sound, which is the same as the zombie spider spawn and despawn sound, right? And it sounds great, I love it. And again, when you have 4 abilities equipped on this glove, it looks and sounds absolutely fantastic. I know, I mean, you're not supposed to say that your own stuff is looking fantastic, but guys, I think it does. And it's getting to a point where I'm very satisfied with the whole feel of this game. You know, the movement, the attacks, the abilities, the enemies, it all plays really well together, and it sounds and it looks awesome if you ask me. So one of the difficult things about making sound effects for your game, right? I mean, it's fairly easy to get some cool sounding effects and put those on everything in the game. The problem is when there's a lot of things playing at the same time, it can get very muddy to listen to. So you kind of have to keep the sounds kind of simple, short, and don't have any loud noises in them, right? Because they need to play well with a ton of other sounds, and they also need to sound good on their own. So it's a good idea to keep your sound like not muted, but kind of easy on the ear. Easy on the ear now. Yeah, come on, go to the chopper immediately now. I mean, keep it simple, keep it short. Don't have long lingering sounds with echoes and all that stuff. So the menu system is also working now. I mean, everything only works for the bone glove, right guys? Because, I need to focus on one thing, and I'm not trying to get the fire glove or lightning glove up at any time at the moment. And again, that's because if I'm doing a drastic change to the system, then all the gloves are broken, and then I don't want to go back in each one of them and fix each abilities every single time I'm doing some changes. So right now, the bone glove is the only one that is in focus right now. That is also the same reason I have removed the slimes and the rats from the game, because I'm focusing on the spider, and if I do some drastic changes to the AI or anything like that, I don't want to go back and do it on all the other enemies. So keeping a super tight focus on this, the game will be missing a lot of things, but those will be added later on when I have a good solid system for the AI and for the abilities. So I can now buy abilities, and then I can go in to a menu in each ability. Like if I go into the gravestone will have its own menu with upgrades you can buy for that ability. And these upgrades are things like damage, radius, lifetime, and if there's new features to the ability, like for example for the gravestone, I want an ability called Graveyard, where every time you raise a gravestone, it will also spawn smaller gravestones around it. And you can upgrade that multiple times, so you will end up with a lot of smaller gravestones. And so when the big gravestone explodes, all the small gravestones will also explode, right? So that's an upgrade to the ability that makes the ability do different things. And maybe also you can upgrade these smaller gravestones on the side with new upgrades, right? Does that make sense? So it will be an ability upgrade tree. But for now, it's only damage that works in these ability trees. I can then click on this equip button in the ability menu, and it will take me to a new menu where I can select which button this ability will be put on. And this works flawlessly. Before I had a problem where I could put the same ability into all 4 buttons. I cannot do that now. If you put in an ability on a button, it will remove it on the other buttons if it has been slotted in on one of the other buttons, and that's super awesome. I know it's a super simple system and many games do this, but I have spent the last 2 months trying to get this to work, and I even had a guy from my Discord community to help me fix this problem so I can move on with the game, right? I've been stuck for 2 months now with this because I just couldn't get on with it, and I couldn't let it go, right? Because it was needed. So I now have 5 bone glove abilities and I can only take 4 with me. It's absolutely perfect. I need to make some more bone glove abilities because it's the bone glove that is in focus right now, and I have some awesome ideas. So guys, that is all I have for you this time. I will end the video with a short montage of this bone glove in action, right? And if you have watched all the way to this point, you are awesome, and you already know that, right? So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.
Oh yeah! Nice. All right.